Welcome to a special edition of The Spectrum. I'm Colleen Marshall. World War II veterans are known as America's greatest generation. Vietnam veterans fought in America's most divisive modern-day war. Many came home with mental health and addiction issues that still linger. Vets of the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan are welcomed home as heroes. But they bring with them never-before-seen physical and psychological troubles that sometimes go unrecognized. Now, an Ohio Supreme Court justice is leading a fight to change that, hoping to use the court system to help America's heroes.
So many of our veterans, when they went overseas, were perfectly fine. Law-abiding citizens, did not have problems with drug or alcohol or anger management. And after they go through 1, 2, 3 tours of duty, after they go through all of what they see, the horror of the war, the constant threats, the fear of something next to you exploding, they come back and they're damaged.
Damaged doing their duty. Veterans suffering from post-traumatic stress, addiction, brain injuries. They turn to self-medication, spiral downward, and too often end up on the wrong side of the law. And too often, no one on the right side of the law knew how to help them.
Nobody asked anyone if they had military background. So you didn't even know that they qualified for benefits. The public defender or the private pay attorney didn't ask. The court didn't ask. The probation officer didn't ask. And so nobody knew that they qualified for benefits. And when I started getting into this, I found out that there are a whole host of federal benefits that were just being left on the table. Actually, the federal benefits are really good right now. There's a lot of money being put into taking care of our vets when they come back, but it's just not well known.
Justice Stratton is a longtime advocate of mental health courts. Largely due to her efforts, Ohio leads the nation with 34 separate mental health dockets. After hearing her speak at a Washington, D.C. conference, a VA rep persuaded her to help create the same kind of system for veterans. The goal is to connect veterans who are in trouble with the law to veteran services.
Instead of having your vet leave the court and go here and here and here and here, and half the time they don't make any of those appointments, or few of them, you bring that whole team together and you look at the vet as a person. That's the concept of a drug court. That's the concept of a mental health court. You bring your team in, you look at the person as a whole, you have efficiencies of scale, you have better treatment plans because people are talking to each other about the needs.
Justice Stratton is now part of a National Veterans Committee that already put a liaison in every single Veterans Medical Center in the country. They're called Veterans Justice Outreach Specialists, or VJOs. She discovered other programs existed for veterans, but no one knew what anyone else was doing. So she arranged conferences for veteran services, mental health, drug and alcohol treatment specialists, the Adjutant General, and judges.
I sort of consider myself just a networker. I've tried to be getting all these people to talk to each other and get to know who has what programs, and so it's been an evolving process, but it's been really amazing how much progress we have made.
So far, Ohio has only one active veterans court. It's in Richland County. But Youngstown gets one later this month. Cincinnati and Akron are working on it, and Justice Stratton is working to get one here in Franklin County. As the daughter of Christian missionaries raised in Thailand and Vietnam during the Vietnam War, Justice Stratton is on a mission of her own.
When I was elected, I realized that as a judge, you have a lot of power to convene, to get people to come to meetings, to return phone calls, to collaborate. And as I started working in this, I realized that I could use that to try to make some positive change. And so it kind of became my mission, so to speak, but it's really my parents' fault.